Oh my gosh, we are live and we are going to talk about five, well, not like 10, but we're going to talk about 5 tips for traveling speakers. And as I think about this, well, before I get into any content, think about the last time you, as a professional speaker, have traveled somewhere to go and speak. And sometimes you forget things. And so I'm going to give you 5 quick tips to think about these different things before you just go up and travel. And while you're thinking about that, I'm going to close my curtains to my window. Oh, yes, let's close this curtain because it's getting dark. All right. So, this is my first time going live, and I want to make sure that I do show up every single Thursday for speakers and stages here on YouTube. So, really quickly, as oh gosh, I should start with an introduction, right? My name is Lena Castle, and I am the founder of the Professional Speakers Concierge Service, where we provide luxury concierge for these amazing professional speakers that are going to need our help. So, if that's administrative support, booking accommodations, flights, hotels, car services for your guest speakers, we are the ideal people to come to. So, now that we are done with introductions, if you're a speaker and you are traveling and you're like, oh my gosh, I forgot this, or I didn't think about that, there are 5 quick things that I want to share with you, 5 quick tips to remember if you are traveling. Um, if you're a professional speaker and you have like a banner or things to put on your back of the room table, or you have materials, instead of taking those things with you to the airport and you're like, oh my gosh, I got all this stuff, you should think about shipping it. It sounds so small and so unique, right? Just ship it. I know that there's always things that could go wrong with shipping, but if you can ensure that, okay, I'm going to send all of these items or materials, or I'm going to print them in the state that I'm going to, and I know it's only a couple of minutes from the actual location, it's better than taking everything with you. So definitely think about that before traveling, okay? The next thing is don't wait for your event to wait to follow up or think about following up. You should already have thought about that before you left the house. As a professional speaker, especially those that are doing this for a living, it's like you really got to think about, how am I going to follow up the people that I've connected? So if that's putting together a curated email and then you add some personalization later so that it's easy to just go ahead and send off, or you have your team, or I mean, even if it's ChatGPT to give you some ideas of what should I say, but definitely make sure that you have a follow up plan prior to you traveling. Oh gosh, it's the last thing you want to be thinking about. Like after an event, you're tired, especially if you're the actual speaker, if you're the keynote, if you're the MC, you do want to make sure um, that you have someone that's thinking about those things either for you or you're thinking about it ahead of time. So, again, number one is ship it. Number two is follow up. And number three is your setup. Okay. um, Owning this business for over 5 years now, one of the main concerns uh, that arise is the back of the room table setup. Uh, for our clients. And instead of waiting till event day to try to figure out how we're going to stack everything and how will it look nice, we do go through a process of looking at the different levels and how we're going to showcase certain books or signage, and where we're going to place the transaction area for people that are going to want to buy, if it's a book, if it's a product or a service, an area for conversations to happen if they have additional questions and they want to join your program. And what happens generally is that people or speakers are setting up their tables like the day of, trying to figure things out. And the other thing is the speakers are trying to set up their own tables versus actually thinking about, okay, this is the table. What should this table have on it? Where does everything go? And actually, if you're even at home and you're I don't know, this way. This is the table, and I could just stack everything. And maybe sometimes every event, if it's this size table, if it's a 6 foot long, this is how it's going to be set up. If it's this size, then this is how it's going to be set up. But you should already come into an event knowing exactly how the back of the room table is going to look. So essential, critical, and thoughtful for the team that is actually helping you um, do these different tasks. And so, yeah, think about your back of the room table setup. So critical, but something that's always missed. So either you know how it's going to be set up, and either your team already knows, hey, the pamphlets go here, the iPad for payments go here. This is where we take pictures, and this is the area for testimonials. It should be a beautiful, fluid um, experience when people are walking through and they're like, okay, I can buy this and I can go ahead and have something signed and then take a picture and then I offer a testimonial. Like it should be something that's very fluid. Uh, yeah, so that's tip. That's tip number 3. Number 4, all about number 4. Hold on. Talk and connect. When you are a speaker at an event, you're always wanting to talk and connect with a lot of different people. You want to engage. But what is it about talking and connecting that I'm bringing up in this particular tip? Is one, know who's in the room, make sure you do your research, and then think of questions in advance that you want to discuss with people in the room. Either it be the event, either it be the event organizer, maybe it's about the particular speakers, particular topics, or you've done your research on these individuals and you want to know more about what they do for different collabs and support and all that other good stuff. So one thing I've learned is don't do it yourself. Don't talk and connect by yourself. You should have a team around you that can talk and connect on your behalf, and then you multiply yourself, right? Especially when you have a team that can see the body language of those that have been receptive to your message, and they're like, "Oh, wow, that's really cool." You want to make sure that that connection is made. You're making sure that, do I have their email and their phone number? How do I, outside of this event, make sure to build further connections? Um, what's so interesting, I just had a call with a beautiful spirit, and I was telling her how introverted I am. And I know that on social, it just seems like I'm just like, ooh, so overly extroverted, and I am not. Um, However, when I'm talking and connecting with people, there's times that I need breaks in between, and I rely on my team to go and have conversations on my behalf, to be able to gather leads on my behalf, to be able to pitch me on my behalf. And so it's not that it's all on me and I got to shake hands, kiss babies, and do all these different things, and it's only on me. And I got cotton mouth even talking about it right now. Just saying. So, number 1, ship it, set up your back of the room table setup, follow up. No, ship it, follow up, set up, talk, and connect, right? So we got 4 tips. And just the last tip that I have for you is your power suit. Even if you're not the speaker, but you're going to see a speaker, this should be on your mind. But if you are the MC, the keynote, or if you are on the panel, or you are presenting an award, you should have a power suit. And don't wear the power suit for the very first time at your event and it still got the tags and it doesn't fit just right because you got to wear it in a little bit and the shoes that you're wearing aren't that comfortable, but you thought red bottoms would be the best, brand new red bottoms at that, would be the best fit. Mm-mm. Mm-mm, mm-mm. You should have trusted and true statement pieces. Either it be certain jewelry, if you want something that pops, or if you're like, okay, I'm trying to make a good impression of, and I tell you, whatever you're choosing to wear, it matters. Oh my gosh, it matters. And people remember that. People may forget your name, they may forget your face, they won't forget how you made them feel, but they'll definitely remember the color of your suit, or like, wait, what is that person's name? But you will come to somebody's mind when you can wear something that is like, oh wow, yeah, that's that power suit. I can go on and on and on and on and on about that. But I just wanted to quickly jump on because I do want to be committed to giving you some tips, some tools, and resources as a concierge service company. Um, Everything that we do, from emails to conversations to body language, everything matters. Service matters, your attitude, your resting face, all of that matters. And so, what I would love to continue to do here at Speakers and Stages um, is just provide you some of the things that I'm thinking about, things that drop into my soul. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to tell these people. And if you're watching, thank you, thank you, thank you. And what I'll also do, if you're looking for like the weekly emails that are going out, be a part of my click, my email list. There, everyone that's in there, I call them my click, and they know why. And if you want to know and learn why, you definitely have to make sure to join. So definitely, if this is something that was like, oh wow, this is good, I want to continue to learn this type of information, click the subscribe button, definitely the notification bell to know, okay, this is when she's going on, or getting the notification when something else drops. Definitely stay connected. So this is my first like live, and I'm not uploading and I'm not reading notes. So I'm hoping that this was valuable, impactful, and something you can use the next time you travel as the professional speaker. So take care, and I'll see you next Thursday. Mm-hmm.